Come on, load up. This is Age of Empires 4. It's on sale on Steam. It's also having a free play weekend, which is what I'm gonna try out.
Driven from their homes by armed invaders, a few hardy refugees faced the prospect of starting again. They would found a new village deep in the countryside. With a new settlement established, the first priority was locating a reliable food source. The simplest source was gathering from nature.
God, I'm definitely adding this to my wish list. I thought these games were more like Civilization, hexagon type map, turn-based. My God, if this was more like old school WoW and StarCraft, I would be on this much more often. I love games like this.
With a healthy supply of food, the village could start to grow. To do so, it would need more hands to share the work.
Meta. Charles Yarwa.
Huh? Yeah. You Andy?
Wait, huh? Wordle? Wait, yeah. Yes, Sammy Andy.
I'm gonna be playing the hell out of this game.
Quetta. Huh? Yes, Sammy Andy.
Yeah. Yarrow.
The new workforce could now turn to the growing village's needs. First, they would build a mill near their food source, so villagers could drop off gathered berries more easily.
Huh? Where can they?
Next, the growing village would need wood to build with.
I've already been doing that.
The growing community now had a steady supply of lumber. To make wood collection easier, villagers could erect a lumber camp near the forest.
There can.
Quetta. Apple.
Waiter. Yeah, waiter.
Thanks to the camp, villagers no longer needed to travel as far to drop off lumber. The village now required additional houses to support its growing population.
Waiter. Yeah. Work Andy. Work Andy.
Yeah. Voodoo.
With additional housing in place, even more villagers could join the workforce. But a populous village would soon exhaust the natural food sources. To grow, the community needed dedicated farms.
Go Andy. Work out. Work Andy. Work and yeah, work. Yeah.
Woodsmen and farmers now kept the village well supplied.
Yaro. They are still in it.
Further growth required knowing the countryside and finding more resources.
Quetta.
For that, communities employed scouts.
Yeah. Huh? Gongande.
Able to move quickly and see great distances, scouts were key to discovering new resources. The most important thing for a scout to locate was a ready source of gold.
Yes, sir. Yeherende. Yes, sir. Huh? Yeah.
Yaru! Yeah! To prevent having to haul ore large distances, expanding communities would establish a mining camp near the source of gold.
Yaru. Yeah. I'm not. Work Henday. Yeah. Work out. Helsa? Asterende.
Ay, surrender? Ay, caramba. I'm sorry.
Yeherende.
Cheer, lass.
A well-placed camp ensured efficient gold mining.
sir.
Yaru.
Yes, sir.
Workende.
With a good supply of gold, the village was becoming a large town. The signpost of this growth would be the construction of a large landmark.
Dawn.
Hira. Workende.
Yeah, work.
8,000, nice.
Yeah. Yasamiende. Yes, sir.
Yaru. Steady ahead. Yeah. Yeah. Egarth.
Quetta.
Estes.
Workar.
Huh? Workende. Here the worker. Workende. There you work. Estes comende. Unfaithful.
With the landmark in place, the once sleepy village announced itself as a thriving feudal township. The townsfolk had been driven from their homes before, however. This time, they would defend themselves.
Yes, sir.
The first step would be constructing a barracks for infantry.
What's up,
Leo
Fifi?
Timbran.
Sierra Las Hair, each Timbratheus.
What hair, sir? Ich will a ridan. Ridende ut. Farende no.
Once it had a barracks, the town could establish a standing force of soldiers. Simple infantrymen armed with spears were a common choice for these militias.
Hastas commende. Each a worker. Yeah? Go up! Donde está? Each here. Each willa. Follende hessa. Ridende ut. Go up! Farende no.
Fair and on. Yarway. And you
Yarway
work.
Iawara. Fatima.
The town now had a militia and could look to reclaim the lands lost to invasion. The invaders had blocked the road north with a stout palisade. Although spears were of little use against these walls, the militia could burn down the obstacle with torches.
Tremeth Garu! Forcat tiras! Garwigan Asetta!
Vorada, ich will a rida.
Yirwa Garu!
With the road open, the militia could now reclaim their lands in the north.
Parende no.
Garu up!
First, the spearmen had to deal with a lone sentry.
Garu Farah! Garwigan! Each one! Hurra! Mit mig! Yerwath Garwigan! Astira Garwigan!
Advancing aggressively, the militia eliminated the enemy sentry. The invaders had a small cavalry camp guarding the road, but the militia was ready to attack.
What house? Donde has? Ich will a ridan.
Spears were highly effective against cavalry, allowing the militia to win the day. All that remained was to destroy the invaders' stables.
Yerwath Garwigan, cometh on! Astirath Garwigan! Tremeth Garu! Each will!
Yeah? Ridende ut. Ich will a. Ga up. Hurra. Ich will a ridan. Parende no.
The invaders' cavalry post was destroyed, but other enemy positions awaited further up the road. Hostile archers defended the next camp, which would put spearmen at a disadvantage. The township needed cavalry of its own to deal with this, and so would need to build stables. To deploy that cavalry quickly, the town needed to build their stables near the front lines. Fortunately, friendly villagers came out of hiding and joined the effort.
And you work it. You're the upper.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's your will. Dije om je sälj. It's your worker.
Garu uppe. Garwigan asetta. Yes, sir. Aknawa.
With stables in place, the town could field horsemen of its own.
Cheerless! Your way on your Sammy Endy!
Tremen Garu. Ich will.
Ridera, jag ich hiera! Ich hiera! Ridende ut! Ich willa! And your worker? Eat your worker.
Jaru to work. That shula beo timlan. Det är talenda kuklich.
The town now had a rapid light cavalry, skilled at harassing slower targets, such as archers.
Ja, sadliak uppe.
The cavalry eliminated the enemy archers and moved on to destroying the archery range itself. The invaders' archers and their camp were destroyed. A final enemy emplacement remained, one fortified with palisades and defended by spearmen. To deal with this target, the town would need longbowmen. First, they needed to build archery ranges in the area regained from the invaders.
What's that?
And your worker. Jera Hoover.
Once more, friendly villagers arrived to help.
Up here. Your way, you are. Eat your worker.
Städa faster nu. Gidjawad. Readeth Aeratus.
Forward, go up! Follende hesta. Each brookie that.
Listeth Verus. On Mona.
With several archery ranges in place,
Yeah?
the town could add longbowmen to its forces.
Donde that? Ich will a ridan. Forada, hurra.
A strong force of archers could eliminate enemy spearmen at a distance, so long as they took the proper position.
Paragongat on way.
What hair, sir? Ridende ut. Ich will a ridan. Donde that? Parende nu.
Jerviaf. Strelboren, Berth.
Wernia, Ichiera.
Ridera ja, ga up. Ich will a ridan. Ridende ut.
Abuga, Strelboren. Onstiriak, Strelboren.
Yeah?
Probably get into formations and whatnot eventually.
Strelboren, Jerwa. Gat, Strelboren.
Lista Ichiwilla.
Poised on a cliff top, the longbowmen would be protected from an infantry charge.
Paragongat on way. Strelboren, Berth. Abuga, Spoliende, Hes. Strelboren!
Hera. Yerway.
The last of the invaders fell to the resurgent homegrown population. Now that their lands were free of enemies, the town could take the next step in its growth and become a powerful medieval city.
Elder faster. Yestelende.
Here, too, the erection of a great landmark would be the signpost of this growth.
Yaru the one. Yarwa, it's a demon.
I wonder.
Hestus commende. Lassa, ridende ut! Fogliende hessa!
Where a few lowly refugees had founded a small village, now rose a mighty city. From there would grow an empire.
Well, that's interesting.
Some events leave a deep mark on history, but none on the land. This is the site of the Battle of Hastings. After almost 1,000 years, no traces of the bloody conflict can be seen. But here, the fate of England turned. It's where a king was killed, and his victor claimed the throne. October 14th, 1066. We know what happened here on this day, thanks to this. The Bayeux Tapestry. A carefully preserved, illustrated record of events. It shows the main players. Harold, the newly crowned Anglo-Saxon King of England, and his challenger, William, Duke of Normandy. William claimed the previous king had promised him the crown. So, he assembled an army and prepared to sail to England to fight King Harold for the throne. But a storm thwarted his plans. Meanwhile, Harold discovered that a Viking invasion had landed in the north. Another threat to his crown. So he raced to fight them. In France, William waited for the right conditions to sail across the Channel to England. The weather cleared. He seized his chance. 250 miles north, Harold had defeated the Vikings. Now, hearing of William's arrival, his army sped south. At 9 o'clock in the morning, on this hill, William's Norman army were ready to do battle with Harold's Anglo-Saxon men. The stage was set, and up for grabs, England itself.
Am I supposed to? Am I supposed to?
On October 14th, 1066, William of Normandy stood ready for battle at the base of a hill. The high ground belonged to King Harold of England and his Anglo-Saxon army. Here, on this hilltop, the fate of England would be decided.
Je veuille vos obéir.
Cavalario para caballo.
the first charge, launching a direct assault on the shield wall. Though William's army fought fiercely against the shield wall, it would not yield. As one man fell, another took his place. Overlapping shields in tight formation made for a near impenetrable barrier. Realizing his army could not break the shield wall, William called for a retreat. William's feigned retreat was working. The Anglo-Saxon army broke their shield wall formation, leaving gaps for William to make a move. With Harold's men no longer in shield wall formation, William could pick them off as they charged. The Anglo-Saxons had deployed rows of spearmen to push back the invaders, but William had an answer: his sharp-eyed archers. More Norman men-at-arms reinforced William's army. Additional Norman archers joined the battle. Anglo-Saxon archers joined the fray, and the Normans' deadly cavalry ready to charge. But first, William's forces had to eliminate the enemy spearmen, whose sturdy polearms could easily bring down a horse. With the threat of spearmen cleared from the field, William's cavalry was free to charge at the Anglo-Saxon archers. The Anglo-Saxon army was in disarray. Their shield wall had been neutralized, and their numbers were dwindling. Now the only thing standing between William and victory was King Harold himself. The last of Harold's men encircled their king, prepared to lay down their lives to save his. more Norman cavalrymen took to the field. The Anglo-Saxon King Harold had fallen. In the confusion, some loyal soldiers fought to the death, while others scattered in panic. Leaderless and defeated, the last of the Anglo-Saxon army fled for their lives. The Normans celebrated victory over the English king, but William's quest to rule England was just beginning. At Guédelon in France, to understand how castles were constructed, they're building one from scratch, using just the tools and materials of the medieval age. It's a 25-year project, the world's biggest archaeological experiment.
That's actually kind of cool. I like how they're
The
doing
most
this
important
with
defensive feature of any castle was the wall surrounding it.
Castle walls had to be incredibly thick in order to resist attack and absorb the impact of projectiles fired from trebuchets.
The curtain wall was over 20 feet deep, interspersed with towers. In earlier Norman castles, they were square. But while on crusade, European knights saw that eastern towers were round. They realized that eliminating corners not only made them stronger, but also provided a better view of the surrounding landscape. Completing the walls will take some 30,000 tons of sandstone.
Transport costs in the Middle Ages were incredibly expensive. So having a good supply of local stone close to the castle was vital.
To extract it from the quarry, first a row of holes is hand-drilled.
Once all the holes are ready, I'm ready to put in the iron wedges, and I'm ready to split it open by hitting very hard on each wedge with a big sledgehammer.
The stone is split into usable blocks, then transported using horsepower and human effort. This treadwheel crane can lift up to half a ton.
The walls are built like sandwiches. On the outside, you have facing walls built from better quality stones. And the inside, the rubble cores, they're built with softer stones and other offcuts from the quarry. And they're built up in layers with a very thick, coarse mortar.
This ingenious method makes the walls better able to withstand hits from a trebuchet. Sandstone is too...
Oh, alright. Alright, I will be back later with another video, probably one or two. Mind you, blank. Missions.